Hello everyone, welcome back to another Rome 2 online battle, and today we have another land battle. It is a 3v3 at the grassy lands of Nemedicina, so just very flat land, very good for cavalry. And this was a replay sent in to me by one of you guys, so it's gonna be I'm gonna be experiencing it, kind of like as it happened, because I do not know how this battle ends. It's supposed to be a pretty good battle, so I'm kind of excited for it. I love land battles just as much as siege battles. They can be just as interesting. So we'll just get into the army comps here. Starting with the Rome, Egypt, and Saba side, we have Egypt being commanded by AMY3SC. He's going to be bringing with him, I think I saw a lot of, just some Egyptian infantry, thorax swordsmen, Korean archers, a lot of these carrying axemen, I think 4 units, and then, no, 5 units. I thought I saw a Thurio spear down there. Two more thorax swordsmen, and two Thurio spears. So he positioned his Thurio spears back here, which is interesting. He's got 3 of these camel spearmen and a unit of these scythe chariots, which is going to be the main part of his army. He needs to get these guys to be used as effectively as possible, and Royal Thorax Swordsman here as his general. Moving over to Rome, Rome's being brought by Dylan Wonk. He's going to be bringing with him, I think, a couple units of these Eagle cohort, and his main line is going to be composed of Legionary cohort for the most part. And then he's got 2 Praetorian Guard down here all the way at the end. His Archer Corps is 2 Syrian heavy archers. God, I always do that. It's just Syrian archers, and then a unit of Velites. Then 2 units of Gladiator Spearmen, which is very interesting. I don't know. That might work out. It might not. He's also got 2 units of the Saki Equites Extraordinary, very good unit, and his general and bodyguard for his general, obviously. And finally, we have Saba here being brought by Bobby. Bobby sent in the replay. I think Bobby's actually a land battle champion. Yeah, he won a tournament, so I've played with him before. He's really good, so I'm excited to see how he does in this battle. He's going to be bringing with him 3 units of these Desert Spearmen, 3 units of Slingers, a lot of these Mozgot Marauders, I think 5 of them. Yep. One of the units of the Mercenary Marib Guard, and then let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of these Marib Cataphracts, which is going to be just is really scary to see. So gotta be a little bit scared if you're on this side, which they seem to have plenty of cav in return. Let's start off here with Pontus. Pontus is being commanded by SG Sleet. He's gonna be bringing with it. I think this is all Cappadocian cav and noble cavalry. Oh no, just all noble cavalry. So he's bringing in with him 5 units of noble cavalry. I think 4 units of Scythian archers and Eastern archers. 3 units of those. A Pontic swordsman, a Celtic warrior, and then is that pikemen? 4 units of bronze shield pikes. So very interesting army. If he plays this right, he could stomp that player. The only worry there would be the archers, horse archers, that is. Then we have Bactria being brought by, let's see here, Illicit's Element. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. He's also going to be bringing with him some of these mercenary Scythian horse archers. I think it's just 3. So in total, that's 7 Scythian horse archers, which is very scary. Is that 3? Yep, 3 units of these Persian light archers. 2 units of pikemen in the center. Actually, 3. Make that 3. 2 thorax swords in every flank, as long with as a Thurio spears, also supporting the flanks, and some Bactrian noble horse and a Bactrian royal cavalry in the middle here as his general, and a thorax swordsman there as well. Why not? Seleucid just kind of blobbed up here. He's being brought by RMF Holt. He's going to be bringing a unit of these Syrian armored elephants, Hellenic cataphracts, lots of light peltists, a unit of Persian light archers, 3 units of silver shield pikemen, 2 units of thorax swordsmen, and a unit of Thurio spears. He might have something in these forests over here because his army does look pretty small, but I just have to see in the battle. And this is land battles tend to be a little bit shorter, so this is an 18-minute battle. I'm excited to see how this one goes because I'd say that the archer advantage overall is in favor of this side, but infantry-wise, it's in favor of this side. Cavalry, it's fairly balanced out. I mean, yes, they have only 3 units of camel spearmen, but these guys right here, these Sabian camel cataphracts. Oh wait, that's not Marim Cataphracts. No, those are just saving camel Cataphracts, but nonetheless a really good unit. I'm pretty sure all camels have bonus versus cavalry, so this over here, if they can get a good charge off into these noble horse, I think they should be able to melt through them pretty quickly. And with support of these desert spearmen and slingers, I think that this Pontic player is going to be cut through fairly quickly. But these Scythian archers, that's going to be the main concern. Because if used properly, Scythian archers on a land battle, they're just absolutely terrifying. Definitely not a unit you want to see in numbers like this. And they're just bunching their archers all to one side, and along with a lot of their blood cavalry. Doing a little bit of an interesting move here. He's already going into the, what is it called? I can't really see, can I? Let's see here. No, that's the Marib Cataphracts. I can't really get a hold of those guys. But it's some sort of shooting circle. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Is it called Parthian Shot? No, that's not it. It's probably just something called like shooting circle or something that simple. But what is this? Okay, so say bye to these Syrian archers. He's not pulling them back. Okay, yeah, this will take care of this cavalry. No, I'm just being sarcastic. I probably shouldn't do that, but I don't know what he's thinking here with these Syrians. He needs to get these gladiator spearmen on, like, I think it's frenzy. He needs to get them into those guys right there. Alright, so he was able to save them, but I don't really know what the whole point of that was. Just leaving it up there unprotected. Maybe it was to entice the enemy into charging, which he did. We didn't really gain anything out of it, though. So I'm not really sure what the whole point of that was. He's just going to be bringing 2 units of slingers to fire into these Scythian archers. Yeah, he's going to pull back. Does not want anything to do with that. Even though they are just slingers, these guys are capable of doing a lot of damage. I've seen them get way over 100 kills. You want to be careful with these guys. You don't want to just shrug them off as a cheap unit of skirmishers, which they are, but that's not how you should deal with them. You should deal with them as a true threat. Because, quite frankly, any low-tier skirmisher or high-tier skirmisher in Rome 2 is able of doing a ton of damage if used properly. Sometimes, if used just at all, people can get pretty lucky with them. This is kind of ridiculous, so 4 units of Bronze Shield Pikemen. I would assume there's no limit on the, no range limit, no real rolls. Well, it might have been a little bit of a range limit, but it doesn't really seem like anybody followed that. We have 7 units of range from Pontus, then 6 from Bactria. Then over here, wow, okay, we have 6 as well. So maybe it was max 6 skirmishers. So we're seeing 6 all across the board. I'm not quite sure if people classify horse archers and foot skirmishers as the same category, but I don't know. I do not know. I'm by no means a land battle expert as well. I am much more siege oriented, so asking me any sort of advice or me telling some sort of advice on land battles could just be completely false, and so I just try to avoid them. I just absolutely suck on them. But this, okay, so he's charging over his elephants. This could be bad, but unless he can get these guys out of here in time. He is moving up his cataphracts. I believe these cataphracts will be able to stomp these chariots. And this player knows that he's trying to get these guys out of here as quick as possible. I don't know if he has any support. These guys might just get caught out. No, thank God that the cataphracts skipped on cardio day. And they're running way behind, but oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, okay. I figured on that charge, those guys would just get melted. Because a way to counter chariots actually is to just charge them with heavy cav. It can sometimes, or bog them down in melee with cav, that is. So if he pushed up some support over here, he was going to be able to save these chariots, but I think they're just going to get run down at the moment. And over here, some cav being committed way too early. Just absolutely not achieving anything. I know it was only camel spearmen, but still, you could have done something with that, not just throw them away. That's kind of pointless. Yeah, you can see his chariots falling. And how many kills on these guys? Did he even kill any of these Hellenic cataphracts yet? That's kind of a waste. Egypt already put himself in a big hole here, and he's just gonna get out skirmished here by some, I think, Persian light archers. Yeah, Rome is gonna help him, but Egypt needs to fire back. He needs to do something about that. You can't just let that go unanswered. These cataphracts though, just doing work, bringing these guys down to 6, and only have lost one guy. Yeah, I think he has a chevron. Yeah, there's a chevron already for wiping out almost a full unit of Scythe chariots. Yeah. This is not gonna look good for the Egypt and Rome side already. Saba, he needs to clean up both these players over here in order to have a chance of winning this over here. Because I would say, even though these two sides hold the infantry advantage, they're going to be in huge trouble because of these guys, these cataphracts here, and all the horse archers and cavalry. Yeah. And you probably even have a lot of range supremacy. You get these peltists into kind of close. Peltists will melt through units like carrying axemen. Very, very low armor. They actually have a really sick looking shield. Didn't really know that. I never really pay attention to the unit details in this game, but a lot of these units do look pretty cool. And what is Egypt doing? He's moving up here unsupported with just 3 units of Thorax swordsmen and 2 units of Egyptian infantry. The OG Egyptian infantry. Capable of doing a lot of damage, these guys are. No, I'm just kidding. But they do look really cool. That is something that these guys do have going for them. And wow, he had taken that Pila. Almost not worth it though. Probably should save his ammo. These guys are just absolutely garbage. I think they cost 200, and with 2 chevrons, maybe like 240. They're one of the worst units in the game to have Pila. That's the only thing that makes them somewhat good. It's the fact that they do have a couple javelins on them. But really just melting through here. Now, I don't even think it's worth it to fire into these guys. Might as well just save his ammo and just use the cav to chase down or charge into these Egyptian infantry. He got a nasty volley though. You can see that guy took like 4 javelins before he went down. These guys are just continue to pursue, and here comes the cataphracts, gonna end these Egyptian infantry. I kind of want to say killing spree, because for them that's not that bad. The most kills I've seen on these guys is something like, I don't know, maybe like 60 or something. They're just not very good. And their kills comes with their javelins, like I said. 17 melee attack, 24 weapon damage, 42 defense, 55 armor. 55 armor isn't terrible. That's not bad at all for a cheap unit like that. They do look really cool, but their looks then alone get them out of that fight, that's for sure. Saba taking a little bit slower over here, but what he kind of is able to do is these guys have kind of separated themselves, and if he can move against these Bactrian forces, wait, that's actually really weird. So Bactrian and Pontus kind of switch places. I just noticed that. Maybe Bactria felt that they were more suited for taking out Saba. Ooh. Okay, so he was gonna, get a charge off on these Persian light archers, but he decided to call it off at the last second. He's probably trying to get them to fall back, because he didn't want to charge into these guys and him put up pike phalanx and potentially take a lot of losses. And oh geez, these thorax swords taking nasty charge from these Sabian camel cataphracts. Camels, they are camels, but they'll be able to do so much damage. And after these guys are all kind of messed up in their formation, he's going to get a really good charge in here with these Mazgat Marauders. And these guys have AP, I believe, so they'll be able to chew through these thorax swordsmen, which, yeah, look, they're already dropping down to 100. And oh geez, yeah, he's just going to absolutely wrap up this Bactrian player. He's about to get some really nice flank charges into these pikemen. What is this player doing? I'm very confused. So he doesn't even have him on pike phalanx, and he's just taking an absolutely brutal flanking charge there from the Sabian camel cataphracts. Oh, okay, these Mazgat Marauders are breaking down to 81, but I mean, he's kind of like making Bactria panic a little bit over here. He's getting into all of his archers. He's tying down his noble horse, getting them charged by cataphracts. You do not want a melee cavalry unit to be charged by cataphracts. Never, never, never. And he's microing all the way over here as well. He's going in on these guys. His slingers just focusing down on these bronze shield pikemen. If he's able to clean up over here, which he's going to be able to do that very, very quickly, then he can just wrap around. But these guys will make that very, very, very much more difficult. He can just wrap around, though, with his guys into the flanks of these Doric swords. But I think that his forces over here are fairly, what do I want to say, meat shield, like it's like Desert Spearmen and units like that. But they are charging against Seleucid, and oh my gosh, he just got an absolutely brutal charge onto all of these Peltas. Let's see how many kills he's racking up. Yeah, 140, 100, yeah, oh god, that's just ridiculous. 200. What? Look at his kills absolutely climb up on that unit. Not even a single loss. Just wiped out that Peltist unit, that skirmishing force. I don't even know what to say about that. That's just absolutely crazy. And this cav is being bogged down. Elephants being engaged here. Everywhere he's just gonna engage up here. That's a little bit questionable. I'd probably be better off engaging into all these. Well, I guess that is carrying axemen, so he's probably trying to stay away from all those javies, because carrions do have the javi ability like Thurga spears do. Rome is moving up like a good ally to support Saba here, and that's just gonna allow them to clean this up just that much quicker. I think that this is going really, really well for Saba, and exactly how he wanted. He knew his infantry wasn't gonna last too long, but he's gonna heavily rely on his camel cataphracts. 124, 213, 61, 72. Just absolutely crazy. Now he's getting a charge into these Pontic Eastern archers, down up to 242 kills. Wow. So yeah, and he's gonna get charged into these Celtic warriors now. These Celtic warriors will absolutely melt to this. Look at that. Yeah, Saba definitely being MVP right now, just cleaning up. Why isn't he just engaging these guys over here? He needs to focus down this one unit of isolated Sabian camel cataphracts. Get some flank charges and flank shots and rear shots into these guys. Instead, he's gonna charge them into melee, it appears. Do not approve of that. Yeah, just getting absolutely nasty charges. He might lose his general here, but his general did what it was supposed to. And yeah, that was, he's doing a fantastic job just cleaning up what's left. He is getting charged by pikes, so he's gonna want to disengage there. But yeah, just doing cycle charges is just what he needs to be doing. Getting another nasty cycle charge over here into these Silver Shield pikemen. So really, really good micro here from Saba. He's really just helping clean up this battle all over the place. These Hellenic cataphracts though are going to get a really good charge into his legionary cohort. He was able to get a really awkward volley off into them. Didn't really look like they were in any position to do it, but they pulled it off somehow. So I gotta give him credit for that. He probably should pull this camel cataphract out of here, because these guys are just gonna be surrounded anyway. These two legionaries are probably gonna be done. He might be able to get a charge off into these cataphracts. Yeah, so he just needs to pull out. This cataphracts has a lot of kills. Yeah, 261. So yeah, Rome still has a lot left too. So this is probably going to be in favor of Saba just because of how well that team's playing. Rome and Saba are playing very nice with each other, and Egypt's doing a really nice job kiting a unit of pikemen. No, Thurius spears with his with his carrying axe, and he's kiting with those guys. Never really hear that. Scythian archers just sitting here, just taking it from these slingers. Like I said, these guys are capable of doing so much damage, especially when the heat of the battle starts picking up. You don't notice things like this. Like, he just routed off a unit of Scythian archers without them really doing anything. These pikes about to get rear charged and just crushed by this unit of Sabian camel cataphracts. I can't wait to see how many kills all these units got. He is doing so much good damage. Bactrius still has a lot left, so it actually turned up like this was his diversion force over here, but they really were aiming for to crush this center here, and they achieved that very, very easily. He's gonna get a charge off into these noble blood cav with his camels. I think he got a pretty solid charge there, and he's gonna be able to support it with the rest of his camels. Yeah, He just crushed that unit. Oh my gosh, that noble blood cav. So what's the point of bringing Marib Royal Cavalry or Marib Camel Cataphracts when Sabian Camel Cataphracts do just as much, if not even more damage? And Rome being the hammer to the anvil there, finishing off those Pontic swords, Pontic cavalry. I don't know why I said Pontic swords. And over here, Seleucid has been pretty much cleaned up. He does still have a unit of pikemen and elephants. The elephants could be a little bit concerning if they don't have much of a skirmish force left, but if these Carians have any ammo, they still have the Javies out, they still have the Javies, they still have the Jav. Yeah, those Carians will be able to bring down his elephants really easily. Saba still has his slingers. He's just going to continue melting through these pikemen. A lot of pikemen. I don't agree with that whatsoever, because pikes you can't just let into combat, and because nobody will engage pikes head on and not do something about it. You know, everybody's gonna notice when they're being engaged by pikes. At least most players will. And okay, with a depleted unit here, he's just got a rear charge and will probably finish off the majority of these guys here. 400 kills. If that isn't enough, I don't know what is. 400 kills with this general. That's just crazy. Yep, and these carrying axemen probably gonna be able to finish off these elephants, which. Oh, they have a silver chevron at 296. So a lot of units. This battle came down to just a couple units getting a lot of really, really good kills here. Bringing these guys down so quickly. That's the real vulnerability to elephants. That's like how you gotta take them down. They absolutely just melt to javelin fire. Which I guess kind of makes sense because, you know, javelins are kind of scary. But, I mean, oh, I thought he was running out of ammo. Nope. He just finished off those elephants. Saba's looking pretty depleted here, so is Rome, and they still have this pretty big infantry blob to deal with. And 3 units of Scythian archers. What happened to all Pontus' Scythian archers? I must have missed that. They had to have gotten engaged by either infantry or cavalry. Rome coming in here with the rear charge from these legionary cohorts. And these Storic swords getting charged. Even in shield wall, though, they should take a lot of casualties. Yep. Getting down to just 98 on a charge. And these Saki Extraordinary are also going to come in. Getting a pretty good flanking charge. And, yeah, mass routing getting inflicted here. So, yeah, very, very, very good battle there. I really enjoyed that. Action absolutely everywhere in the battle. Very good job from Saba. He absolutely dominated with his camel cataphracts. So, cataphracts to the rescue. Look at those kills there. 2,000. Wow. Okay. 2,619. Couldn't say that for some reason. It's hard for me. If you just take a look though at his kills on his cataphracts, one with 497, and roughly maybe even more than half of his men left. And his general dying but getting 435, 336, 190, 201, 136, all fantastic kills. And his slingers, look at that, 81, 154 being the prize slinger, getting 2 chevrons. One only getting 39, but it must have gotten charged or something. His Desert Spearmen, they acted as like a mate shield, and his Marib Guard was didn't get too many kills, but his Mozgov Marauders did fairly well. Rome was actually really good support. When I looked at their army, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think it was going to be too good of an army. But he finished with a lot of his Praetorians left, so he could have still inflicted a lot more casualties than he did. But yeah, he did a really good job with his legionary cohort. His spear gladiators didn't do too well. Neither did his eagles, which I never see eagle cohort do too well. So I'm not really surprised there. Archers and Velites was doing meh, not so well, not too bad. And his cav not doing too great either. But it's Roman cav, it's not always going to be the best. Rome's not known for his cavalry. Seleucid just had some troubles here. His carrying axemen, thankfully, really helped win this battle along with the Storia spears, but his Doric swords and Egyptian infantry just kind of got crushed. Along with, yeah, his camel spearmen didn't even get a kill. That's not good. And his Scythe chariot beat them by just getting 1 kill. And his Royal Thorax swordsman didn't get a kill either. So the row of getting no kills besides 1. So these 4 units combined cost, maybe 3,000 and getting only 1 kill. Actually, I think it's more than 3,000. So 1 kill. 1 kill. Seleucid's doing the best for his side, and it came in the form of his pikemen and elephants in general. Definitely some really, really good kills there. His pike's even doing really good. One unit not so well, and his Peltis kind of got melted by that one unit of Cataphracts. But overall, pretty good performance there by Seleucid. Pontus, he did good. He did some nice work with his Scythians, so I guess he did. I guess I did miss something. Not entirely sure what. He must have gotten caught out in melee. Noble Blood Cav, you need to do better with them. They're a pretty expensive Cav unit. I personally would have just stuck with the like 3 or 4 Cappadocian. I'm pretty sure you can bring as many Cappadocians as you want as Pontus. Don't quote me on that. Then his archers not doing too well, and his pikes, yeah, not doing as that well either. Celtic warriors and Thuria spears doing average. Finally, Baxter here, his horse archers also did fairly well. His cav did not do, his Baxter Noble horse did not do well, but his one unit of Baxter Royal Guard getting 171, that's fairly good. Pikemen not too great, and Historic Swords performing average. So I really enjoyed that battle, and I really appreciate you for sending it in, and I appreciate all the support I'm getting. I'm doing this for fun, and I just love the fact that you guys are enjoying this, and I'm more than happy to keep on getting these videos out to you guys. And yeah, I'm more than happy to look at other content as well. If you guys had any suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments below for that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this battle. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.